Martin, I have to admit that this is a bit surreal because I was chatting to you last week at BBC WM and the result happens on Saturday and here we are, you as the manager of Walsall Football Club. Can you talk to us about the last few days?
We've had a good couple of days, to be fair, Steve. Saturday was, you can't defend that, it was undefendable. We had a battle plan. We worked hard all last week and it just didn't come together on Saturday. And we're in the results business. We know the results haven't been good enough. Maybe performances have been better, improved, but results haven't been good enough. And unfortunately, you know, the end result is people lose their jobs. So I've been in the game a long time, and people at the club have been in the game a long time. So decisions have to be made, and you just go with it.
Have you spoken to Dean since he lost his job?
Several times, several times. The last one being last night about 11 o'clock. So, yeah, I mean, we're still friends. There's, you know, there's nothing that I could have done probably to change the situation. To be fair, there's nothing really he could have done to change the situation. We just know it's a brutal industry if you don't win games.
When did you find out that you were going to be asked to take over the reins?
I had a chat with the chairman on Saturday after the game, and to be fair to him, he sort of filled me in what was going on. And then on Sunday we had another chat, and the job, the position was offered to me till the end of the season. Needed a couple of hours to think about it, and then made a decision. And yeah, here I am speaking to you.
And for you, you know, you've spoken plenty of times how much Walsall means to you, but you know, meant so much to Dean, but it means the same to you.
Yeah, listen, for me, Steve, it's one of those situations where the club is close to my heart. I am a local lad, and all the history and all that playing, that's all gone. You know, if we get a result on Saturday, you know, you're in everybody's mind. If you don't, everybody don't like you. So I understand it. We have to put a bit of pride back into the shirt and into the club, and show people that we are fighting. We are not prepared to you know, take whatever we get lying down. We're going to scrap and fight and try and do our best.
And as you pointed out, you know, former player, former midfielder, Walsall's in your heart. It could be, I couldn't say that to describe Dean Keats as well,
yeah.
But you're your own man.
Former captain. Yeah, no, I think, listen, I think everyone who knows me knows that what I'm like, probably. So, yeah, I want to win. By hook or by crook, I want to win games and only football matches. And I want to do the best wherever I'm working. And I think, hopefully, that's been shown over the last couple of days with the boys. I don't want doom and gloom around me, Steve. I've never liked losing. But then I'm one of those who quickly gets over it and moves on. And we've got to move on now because we've got a massive game on Saturday. And to be fair to the people who've got in contact with me and people who've sent me messages, people in the game, I think they all know how much we want the club to do well. And the fans, as well as you know, that they've got stuck by us, we have to give them something back. Whether I'm here or I'm playing for managing a pub team, we have to go out and play not good football, proud football. Show some passion, show some aggression, show energy and ability. And I think you'll get your rewards, and hopefully that will be the case on Saturday at 5 o'clock.
The key thing that any club wants from a managerial change is a response from the players. Have you seen that in training this week?
With a great respect to the players, I've seen it since I've been here. Training's been good. It's just on match day, well, match days I call them work days, where we've not really given a good account of ourselves, and Saturday being the case. So hopefully this Saturday, yes, they can show a response, but not with a great respect for me, for themselves and for the club, because at the end of the day it's not about Mark knocking the spotlight now. He's away from the manager because the manager's gone. The spotlight's now on the players for their future contracts, future careers.
And the key thing is about these remaining 5 games are you're in the relegation zone, but because of who you're going to be playing, it's still in the players' hands.
Well, it shows how well they did the start of the season. The first 10-15 games, it was unbelievable, the club. So to still be in the mix now, we're not getting the results we've been getting over the last couple of weeks, shows how well they did early on, and I've just reinstalled that. The same players. Yes, there's been a few tweaks this week, and nothing to do with that. You know, it was wrong before. I just wanted to change things up and do something different, because I think if you keep doing the same things, normally you get the same results. So we've changed things up. We've moved on. We've brushed our disappointments aside, and now we're looking towards a game against Accrington, so they'll be in the same boat as us come Saturday.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll be a little bit wounded after their result in midweek.
I went to the game. Traffic was horrendous. But yeah, listen, when you're down there, if you're down there and you're not fighting, you'll stay down there. And we have to show now we're ready to fight. We're ready to get out of the position we put ourselves in. It's going to be tough, we know that. You know, we're not taking anything for granted. But I don't want the players to think, you know, we might lose this one, we can win that game, we can lose that game. Our focus is on Saturday, Accrington. So.
Just finally, George was asked about the hunger of the players, and he mentioned about them playing within themselves, and you talked about the early season form. Yeah. They have got it in themselves to get out of this.
Players need confidence and they need belief, and I think modern day players unfortunately need that reassurance. In my day, you knew how well you played. You didn't need heart rate monitor to say that, you know, you've worked hard, and that's just old school. But I think it's still, you know, it's relevant now, and the boys over the last couple of days have shown, not just to me but to themselves, that they can play. And we're going out there Saturday with confidence, irrespective of the previous form. Not a clean slate, but they know what's required. They know how I feel about them. They know how I feel about the club. I've made I've pulled no bones about me saying what a life of football is all about, and they know that, and they're going to work hard today, and they'll work hard when we come in training, and they'll focus on the game on Saturday. Thank you.
Was that the main thing then from the meeting on Monday, sort of have more belief in yourself? Because it did look like on Saturday almost the weight of the world on the shoulders it felt in that second half.
But now just put that on them, Joe. Now just put the weight of the world on them. It's that they're going out with a game plan and not coming out, using that game plan. We can give them confidence, we can give them all the answers, but it's when they step over that white line, they've let themselves down. And so for me, it's more a case of, right, okay, what do you believe in? Where do you believe? Are you good players? Do you want a new contract? Do you want to stay here? Do you want to go on? Because now there'll be an extra 20 people at every game, managers, you know, who want this job, managers who want some of our players. So there's, you know, the spotlight's on them. Like I said, it's why play within yourselves. I've never been that type, and I'll never be that type, whether I'm a manager, coach, whatever I am. So go and show what you're about, and show confidence, and show a bit of, you know what I mean, show some, yeah.
So you said you've changed things. Is that sort of just in terms of the training itself, or is that tactically, or is it
everything's been looked at? Because like I said, when you keep doing the same things, you expect a response, and you don't get that response. You have to change things. And for me, there was nothing wrong before, but I just thought, right, okay, we'll do something different, and hopefully that will give them a spark of not interest, but something else to think about, and see what happens on Saturday.
What are you expecting from Accrington?
Hard working, a wounded animal. They lost again last night. They are competitive, aggressive, calm, all the things that you want from a team who are down there. And if we ain't at it, we won't get nothing from the game. And it's simple as that. I've been in the game a while now, and I know what's required, and I've told the players in no uncertain terms that that's required from now to the end of the season.
Was it like on the injury front, Matt Jarvis, Adam Chambers as well?
Yeah, for a long time. Adam's trained with us last 2 days, which is a good sign. Jarvis is having treatment with his physio, and that's a daily basis. We assess that on a daily basis, and that's pretty much it. There's a few guys who are feeling little tweaks and stuff, but again we'll assess today, and then we'll go again training.
You've also got a job for 5 games, so the big question is, do you want it after that?
Not even thought about it, Joe, with the greatest respect, because I haven't really thought about the Southend game. I've prepared myself and the team for Accrington, and the Southend and Wycombe and all them games take care of themselves. And you know, I've got to be honest, the boys know how I feel. And we've had a good couple of days, I've got to be honest, we've had a good couple of days, and today will be no different. We're going to match it again because they've got to be active. I think if you train hard, you play hard. And the club, you know, and I want this to get out there, the club ain't in a mindset of, oh, we're relegated. The club want to stay in the division, along with the players, along with myself, along with the fans. So if we're all in that position, surely that gives us a chance to get some better performances which will get us better results, which will keep our first division status.